Good morning everyone. Daily reading plan tayo. 25 November 2021, pang day 24 na natin. Genesis 35 up to 37. Basa. Genesis chapter 35. And God said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of God was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him. And he built there an altar, and called the place Al-Bethel, because their God appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak, and the name of it was called Alon Bachos. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram, and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty, be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac to thee, I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. And God went up from him in the place where he took with him, and Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he took with him, even a pillar of stone, and he poured a drink offering thereon, and he poured oil thereon. And Jacob called the name of the place where God spake with him Bethel, and they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephrath, and Rachel troubled as she had hard labor. And it came to pass when she was in hard labor that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou shalt have this son also. And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benoni, but his father called him Benjamin. And Rachel died and was buried in the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. So, dalawa silang magkapatid. Si Benjamin tsaka si Joseph ba yun? Yung kay Rachel, guys. Yung anak na Rachel. Kasi namatay na siya dito. Oh. Binalikan ko. Oh, nagha-hard labor kasi siya. Pero namatay siya. Pero buti na ipanganak pa si Benjamin. Benoni yung pangalan. Tapos Benjamin ang tawag ni Jacob sa kanya. And Rachel died and was buried in the way to Ephrath, which is Bethlehem, and Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave. And to this day, kaya guys, mag-ingat yung pagkabuntis tayo. Mag-ingat kasi mahirap talaga mag-labor. Verse 21, And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar. And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. O nga, dalawang alang anak na Rachel. Tapos namatay na siya nung mag-labor kay Benjamin. And the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah, handmaid, Gad and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob which were born to him in Padan Aram. So it means, guys, mga lalaki lang itong 12. Si Dina pang number 13. Kasi may anak silang babae si Leah, di ba? Si Dina ang pangalan. Ang binanggit lang dito, puro lang lalaki. So, 13 ang anak ni Jacob. 12 lang yung lalaki. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad and Asher, these are the sons of Jacob which were born to him in Padan Aram. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father unto Mamre unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron. Nasaan na? Paano ba yan? Naabutan na tayo ng oras. Isang chapter pa lang to. And Jacob came unto Isaac. Pag hindi guys, hindi natin tapusin. Kasi, sige, bilisan na lang. Verse 23, the sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun, the sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin, the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid, Dan, and Naphtali, and the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad, and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Padan Aram. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father, unto Mamre, unto the city of Arba, which is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. And the days of Isaac were 180 years. Pag 3 score 60. Pag 4 score 80. Ganon. Tapos 100. So 800. And the days of Isaac were aywan ko mathematician, kayo na bahala dyan. Nabasa ko lang kasi doon sa Google. 3 score is 60. 4 score ito. And the days of Isaac were 180 years, and Isaac gave up the ghost and died, and was gathered unto his people, being old and full of days, and his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. So, dalawang chapter na lang. 36, Genesis 36. Now, these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Ada, and the daughter of Elon, the Hittite, and Aholibama, the daughter of Ana, the daughter of Zibeon, the Hivite. And Bashemat, Ismael's daughter, is sister of Nebajoth, and Ada bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemat bare Reuel. Wala, nahirapan ako sa pagbabasa. And Ahlobima, Berjus, and Jaalam, and Korah, these are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. Okay. And Esau took his wives and his sons, and his daughters, and all the persons of his house, and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For the riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. Oh. Pagpawisan lang tayo guys. Tanggal yung barado sa ilong natin. Wala, ilamig na lamig tayo eh. And these are the generation. Mamaya pag nagtrabaho tayo. Tanggal yan. Pawis lang kailangan dyan. And these are the generations of Esau. the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau; Reuel, the son of Bashemath, and the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zebug, and Gatam, and Kinas. And Tema was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Reuel, Nahath, Azerah, Sheba, and Misa. These were the sons of Bashemat, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Aholibama, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife, and she bore to Esau Jeus, and Jaalam, and Korah. These were dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zippo, Duke Kinas. Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Eda. And these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Duke Nahat, Duke Zerah, Duke Sheba, Duke Mizah. These are the dogs that came of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashemat, Esau's wife, and these are the sons of Aholibamah, Esau's wife, Duke Jeus, Duke Jaalam, Duke Korah. These were the dogs that came of Aholibamah, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, under other dogs. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite. They inhabited the land, Lotan and Shobal and Zibeon and Anna. And Dishon and Zer and Dishan. These are the dogs of the Horites, the children of Seir in the land of Edom. And the children of Lotan were Hori and Himam, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And the children of Shubal were this Alban and Manahath and Ebal, Shipho, and Onam. And these are the children of Zibeon of both Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed asses of Zibeon his father. And the children of Anna were this Dishon and Aholibama, the daughter of Anna. And these are the children of Dishon, Himdan. Bakit pabalik-balik yata? 26. And these are the children of Dishon, Himdan, and Ishban, and Itran, and Cheran. The children of Isar are this Bilhan, and Zaban, and Akan. The children of Dishan are this Uz, and Aran. These are the dogs that came of the Horites, Duk Lotan, Duk Shubal, Duk Sibion, Duk Anna. Duk Dishon, Duk Izer, Duk Dishan. These are the dogs that came of Hori, among their dogs in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before the reign Edom over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of the city was Dinhabah. Asa na tayo? Ay, ang hirap. Tiis lang talaga. Ulitin natin yung verse 30. Ito yung hindrances natin pagkagising sa umaga. Talaga mahirap magsalita. Dok Dishon, Dok Dizer, Dok Dishan, these are the dogs that came of Hori, verse 30. Yan guys, among their dogs in the land of Seir. Isang chapter na lang. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. And Bela the son of Beor reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhaba. And Bela died, and Joab the son of Zerah and Obosra reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Hosham of the land of Timani reigned in his stead. And Hosham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who smote Midian in the fold of Moab, reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Abeth. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Mashrika reigned in his stead. And Shamlah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. And Saul died, and Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, reigned in his stead. And Baal-Hanan the son of Akbor died, and Hadar reigned in his stead, and the name of his city was Pau. And his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mizahab. And these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau according to their families after their places by their names: Duke Timna, Duke Alba, Duke Jetheth, Duke Aholibama, Duke Ela, Duke Pinon, Duke Kenas, Duke Timan, Duke Mibzor, Duke Magchol, Duke Eram. These be the dukes of Edom according to their habitations, in the land of their possessions. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. Yes, isa na lang. And Jacob dwelt, chapter 37, Genesis. Nakuha sa mabilisang basa. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generation of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, the father's wives. And then Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheep in the field, and lo, my sheep arose and also stood upright, and behold, your sheep stood round about and made obeisance to my sheep. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren, and his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said to him, Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren, and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the fold. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren, and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. Hala. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now therefore, and let us slay him, and cast... Magkakapatid yan guys, ha? Pero bad yung isip nila sa kapatid nila. Come now therefore and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say, some evil beast had devoured him, and we shall see what na ano ko, ulit. Verse 20, come now therefore and let us slay him. Tingnan mo lang yan ha. Bad talaga. And cast him into some pit, and we will say, some evil beast had devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit, that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. Oh, wait lang. Ubos na tubig ko. Sa verse 23, and it came to pass when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, there was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels, bearing spice, spicery, spicery. And Bam and Mer going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it we slay our brother and sell his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother. Ayun, and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Tama. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and buti nakapag-isip sila ng matino. Binenta na lang. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, pero bad pa rin. And they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brethren, and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat, and killed a kid of the goats, and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father, and said, this have we found. Know now whether it by thy son's coat or no. And he knew it, and said, it is my son's coat, and evil beast hath devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Jacob rent his clothes, and put sackcloth upon his loins, and mourned for his son many days. Pero binenta nila, hindi yan namatay. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his fathers wept for him, and the Midianites sold him into Egypt, and to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's, and captain of the guard. So yun. Thank you, Father God. Pinatapos mo pa rin ako dito. Bye everyone. God bless.